going live right now. Doing the usual sorting my software out and updating Twitter, etc. So let's do that right now.
The government built them to oppress.
Starting a new save on Football Manager. Swagwan Farmerlands. What is the story? Let me just quickly check that this is working. Check followers. That one works. It will go away, and then we can check this one. That one works too. Good. Good. I'm going down. I'm yelling timber. Unfortunately, you're not first, Jimmy boy. Yes, Wheels! Wheels FO in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Been awake about 10 minutes. Actually, Puddin was first because he was here about 10 minutes before I was. Man's on form. Right, let me just quickly upload the little YouTube video so that everybody knows that we're going live. Although Subboxes has been playing up today, something chronic, so I'm not sure how long it will take to actually publish the Subboxes properly, but regardless, here we go. FM15, a new save, stepping it up. Stepping it up. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. You came in at 8:30. Oh, it's 15 minutes before me. Mans was ready. Mans was ready and on the spot. Well, we'll wait for it to fill up a little bit, and then we'll start the new save. We had a look at some of the teams at the top end of the championship to think about taking over. I think that's where I want to start this time around. I've still got the unemployed save. Well, we were unemployed, started unemployed. We're now at Bolton, aren't we? But I've still got that save, so we can go back to it at some point if we want to. But I, as of yet, haven't fully decided. I want to get some more opinions, but I'm thinking Forest, still. That was who we were looking at yesterday. And it's, I think, who we are going to go with, but I want to just get some more opinions, some more feedback. We're gonna start off in like the top end of the championship, and I'm going to give myself like a really good coaching badge, so that we can get bigger, bigger jobs once we leave the team that we're going to start with, rather than start at a side that's kind of at the bottom of the Champo. I mean, at the bottom of the Premier League. I want to start at a side that's going to do well in the Championship, so we can kind of get a roll of form going. You know, kind of have a successful-ish first season, build up a head of steam, and then try and take on the Prem, rather than starting with a Prem side that's maybe going to lose quite a few games and draw quite a few games. After we've had a struggle at Luton, and then an average season at Walsall, and an average half season at Bolton, I want to feel some success for at least a brief period. Let me just sign out of Skype. Phew. But let's start it. I'm going to start on the update. I am going to start on the update. So we've got the new transfers. Is that? I can't. Oh, it's not even started to process yet. Oh, it's so annoying when it does this. me cancel that upload. Yes. We'll try again. Because it's only a 30-second video, so it really shouldn't take long to upload at all. Should just literally go straight live. Let's see if it will process this time. Where's my... Phone's making noises at me for no apparent reason. Lol. Anyway. Let's have a look. Peachy's only here to see the ginge. Well, there you go, buddy. Have as much ginge as you like. I'm going to stick with the same default leagues. England, France, Germany, Italy, Scotland, Spain. Computer performance is fine. Estimated game speed is 3.5, which is brilliant. Because, I mean, I bought the expensive, very powerful PC just for YouTube, but it also means that FM runs really quickly. So, I guess that's just an added bonus. But I'm going to have all of the leagues again, and we'll start on the English. So, I don't want to tick any of these, do I? So we will just... Can we go larger than large? No, large. Just large. Start game. Start game. I think you have to pick the team first, and then you can alter your profile. So I want to alter my coaching badges. But we'll have a look at 2 or 3 of the biggest sides in the Championship, or bigger sides in the Championship. Ah, see, that time, once I re-uploaded it, it's gone, well, it's gone live, but it's not actually publishing to sub boxes. And York have just scored a second goal to Michael fucking Coulson. Wasn't he at Grimsby? Wasn't Michael Coulson a Grimsby player? I seem to remember him being at Grimsby. Now he's at York. And he scored against Cambridge. So we're now 2-0 down. Sick ting. Love that. Can we buy some defenders, please? Or get some defenders on loan, please, before the loan window shuts. Rather than keep buying fucking strikers. So, oh, hey, we need some defenders. Let's get Matt Harrold. No, Richard Money. We need defenders, not strikers. I'm going down. Just move that over slightly. Just trying to match it up properly on the screen. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. York are playing Cambridge, Jason, who are obviously my local side. I want to edit the profile, but I don't think it lets you. I don't think it lets you address me as Chesnoid Gaming or Gaming Chesnoid. Ah, fuck it. We're not going to log in on any social networks. Choose team. Right. We want to go top end of the Championship. So I've seen a lot of suggestions for Middlesbrough and a lot of suggestions for Ipswich. So we will have a look at these squads. Finances at Ipswich. Estimated value of 26.5. They've got a loan debt of 66 million, which isn't the best. Although it says finances are okay. So we'll have a look at the senior squad. I'm just going to have a look at 3 or 4 different sides before we make a final official decision. But goalkeeper-wise, they got this guy, Bialkowski, who's come up on a free from League One with Notts County. Was at Southampton as a youngster. He's done. Oh, it doesn't say how many goals he conceded, unfortunately, which sucks. Dean Gherkin as well, who's a 29-year-old, played 41 games for Ipswich last year and was playing for Bristol City, albeit not very regularly. So they're okay goalkeeper-wise. Defensively, not that many defenders. Although Elliot Hewitt is a youngster who looks half decent. Then Jonathan Parr is injured currently, but he looks okay as a left back. Luke Chambers is obviously a very good centre back, and good leadership as well. So he may even be a captain there. I'm not too sure who is captain at. Ipswich. We've got Tyrone Mings, again a left back youngster, looks okay, very fast. So he could be decent. Christoph Berra is obviously well experienced. And a decent centre-back. And that's kind of it, other than Tommy Smith. He's been there a long time. That's kind of it for the defenders. Then you've got Cole Skews, who's... I've never known whether I rate him or not. For years he was at Bristol City being a first teamer, and I could not decide whether he was a good player or whether he was just a run-of-the-mill squad player, but they seem to love him at Bristol City. Paul Taylor looks okay as a winger. He's got good dribbling and decent pace, but his finishing and his crossing aren't that good, and his passing is quite low, so I'm not too sure about him. J-Tab's obviously J-Tab, very well experienced and could do the job easily in the Championship. Anthony Wordsworth is another player that is very good. Highly rate him as well, actually. Paul Anderson currently injured for 3 to 6 weeks. A wide player, decent pace, decent crossing and dribbling, okay passing. Cameron Stewart is fast, as far as I can remember. Yeah, he is. 16 pace, 16 acceleration, 15 pace, decent crossing, decent passing. Still not sure. Darren Ambrose is Darren Ambrose. He's a class act, is Darren Ambrose, and a very good player. I didn't realise he'd gone to the Greek Super League for a season, though, on loan from Birmingham. So I learn something new every day, but he is a very good player. Stephen Hunt is Stephen Hunt, and obviously, as a Chelsea fan, not keen on him whatsoever after what he did to Petr Cech. So the least... what badge is that? Where's he from? Mauritius. Wowzers. I didn't know that flag, to be honest. But he looks like a decent player, Kevin Brew. Stats look decent. He's kind of a hidden gem by the looks of things. Picked up from the French second division. Teddy Bishop, a youngster, looks promising at 17. Freddie Sears is Freddie Sears, obviously formerly West Ham. Scored some goals at Colchester, but I'm not sure whether he'd cut it in the Championship. Time would tell. Daryl Murphy is a very, very good striker, as is David McGoldrick. Both score goals at this level. And Noel Hunt, obviously come across from Reading. I didn't realise he spent 2 years at Leeds as well. He's not scored that many goals, but he's always been kind of a squad player at Reading, but I'm not sure about Ipswich. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. You said Middlesbrough as well. Predicted to finish 9th, so a little bit better than Ipswich. Their finances are definitely better than Ipswich, and it says they're okay. Wow, that's a name and a half, isn't it? Dimitris Konstantopoulos, or Konstantopoulos. Been at Middlesbrough for 2 years. Decent stats though. He is old, 35. Good physical stats on this Spaniard, Thomas Mejias, or Mejias. Jonathan Woodgate is obviously Jonathan Woodgate. Spent 3 years at Real Madrid. GG bro, scoring an own goal and getting sent off on your debut. That was very well done. Damia is a decent right back. And obviously you've got Thomas Callas and Kenneth Omoruo on loan from Chelsea. Who obviously are both very good players. Thomas Callas was formerly in the Bundesliga, but with the transfer update, he's now at Middlesbrough. Ben Gibson looks like an okay centre-back. George Friend is obviously very good as well. Nice utility player, can play in the centre of defence or anywhere on the left-hand side really, defence or midfield. Well experienced. I'm not too sure about Leeds. I'm really not sure about Leeds because I don't like the chairman. Daniel Ayala is obviously a very good player, formerly a Liverpool youngster. James Husband is another player that I don't know too much about, but he was highly rated at Doncaster, and it's an undisclosed fee Middlesbrough paid for him, so I'm not sure how much they paid, but he does look very good at only 20 years of age. Ryan Fredericks is on loan from Tottenham. Not sure about him, really not sure about him. And that kind of covers the defenders, although Emilio Insue is probably more of an attacking player than a wing-back. Only got 7 tackling, so if I were to play as Middlesbrough, I'd use him as a wide midfielder. More so, I can move this up here. I'm not actually using that mic. Dean Whitehead, obviously formerly a Stoke, solid midfielder. Adoma is a good player as well, quite fast, wide player, decent crossing, decent dribbling. Not the best passing for this level though. Adam Forshaw is another good player, good utility player, can play anywhere in midfield. Went to Wigan for 3 million and now come to Middlesbrough for 2, so they've taken a loss on him. Adam Clayton is a good player as well. Obviously, we had Max Clayton at Bolton. This is Adam Clayton. Not too sure whether they're related. I will quickly check. Information. Favourite personnel note. It would say Max Clayton brother or Max Clayton cousin or something. Grant Ledbetter is a rock of a central midfielder and a very, very good professional. He would definitely be a starter there. Adam Reach, a youngster, does look decent now. Another good utility player, can play in a variety of different positions. Patrick Bamford, another loanee from Chelsea. Jeeps, they're all coming to Middlesbrough, aren't they? Obviously, a good youngster will definitely score goals at this level as well. Emmanuel Ledesma, I don't know too much about, but he does, stat-wise, look very decent. But I genuinely don't know too much about him, unfortunately. Lee Tomlin was obviously a very, very good player. But he is a former Borough bastard, so not sure. Jelle Vossen, no, I don't know too much about him, but obviously at Genk, he's smashing the goals in, so why they've sent him out on loan, I don't know. Maybe they're in financial trouble. And then Kike is the youngster. Coming for 2.6 million from Mercia. So Middlesbrough look like a decent side. Middlesbrough do look like a decent side. So we looked at Ipswich. Of Ipswich and Middlesbrough, I'd prefer Middlesbrough. So Ipswich are now out of the running. Watford are a side I don't know anything about. I'll be honest. Finances are secure. Obviously, they've got the big connection with Udinese, thanks to the chairman. I believe it's still, the owner and the chairman from Italy. Aurelio Gomez is obviously the goalkeeper. In FIFA and in real life, he's terrible, but on FM, he might be decent. Jonathan Bond is the youngster. It's pretty average. Savic, is he any relation? No, he's not. He's different nationality. Is he different nationality or is he the same nationality as Stefan Savic? I'm not sure. Troy Deeney is obviously a player that just will bang goals in everywhere. It doesn't matter where Troy Deeney plays, he will just score you goals. Vidra is obviously a very good player as well, but only on loan from Udinese. Same with Daniel Toja. He's on loan from Parma, who now unfortunately don't exist in real life. They went bust, didn't they? Gianni Munari, another guy on loan from Parma. Abdi is another good player. Another very good player in real life. Then you've got Paredes, who's rapid, or should be, and he is, but not that good in the tackle. Then you've got players like Lloyd Doyley, who are just your straight-up championship utility players. Look at creating a straw poll. What we got on the straw poll? Oh, bloody hell, that's the full championship list. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that list. Daniel Pudil is a good player as well. Very good player by the looks of things, actually. Just not sure. Craig Cathcart, wasn't he formerly at Blackpool? Yeah, he was for years. They've just signed him on a free, actually, from Blackpool. Okay. Watford looks strong, but I think I prefer Middlesbrough's squad, actually. Can't really put a finger on as to why, but I think I prefer Middlesbrough's squad. We were going to look at someone else. I can't quite remember who it was. Cardiff. Predicted to finish third. Actually, what does it say about their finances? Loan debt of 138 million. Obviously, Vincent Tan is the chairman. It says they're rich, though, so it could be a good thing. Could definitely be a good thing. David Marshall, obviously an extremely good goalkeeper, and he's only 29. I thought he was older than that. Really rated him in the BPL last year, actually. Simon Moore is he? I think he youngster. He's 24. He's not that young. There were some very good players, though. Sean Morrison is a decent defender. Was he at Reading? He was. Danny Gabardon, obviously, formerly West Ham. Ben Turner's their captain, isn't he? Or at least I think he was their captain in the BPL. I might be wrong. Morale is very low, but that's probably just because they've just been relegated. Owen Doyle, I don't know much about, but I'm not sure about him. Nicky Maynard obviously scores goals, although he hasn't done for a while, but he has had a very heavily injury troubled few years. Kenwyn Jones, again, not sure. Scored goals at Sunderland, but hasn't really done anything for the past few years, although he might be good in the Championship and not the BPL. Joe Mason is a youngster that looks decent, but again, not sure about him. And then you get the kind of stereotypical Cardiff City players like Aaron Gunnarsson and Peter Whittingham, who've been here for years and years and years. Peter Whittingham's one of the best players at this level, at least in my opinion. I really rate Peter Whittingham, but I'm not sure about Cardiff. Let's have a look at Derby. Were another team, obviously unlucky not to get promoted last year. Loan debt of 5.75, so that's not that bad. What is their finances like? Finances are okay. Lee Grant in goal, obviously very well experienced goalkeeper, been out and about everywhere as far as it appears. Keller Roos, youngster, don't really know too much about him. Would be unfair to make a judgment. Obviously, Richard Keogh is one of their best defenders. Ryan Shotton, formerly of Stoke. Signed him on an underflow. Stephen Warnock, formerly of Reading. Was he at Reading? Well, he wasn't at Reading. I could have sworn Stephen Warnock was at Reading. Oh well. There's that Woodbridge, Jake Buxton. Okay, fourth place. John Eustace is decent, although ageing now. We've got Tom Ince on loan from Hull. He could be quite exciting. Obviously Jesse Lingard from Man United. Good utility player. Darren Bent on loan. He would just score goals anywhere as well. Martin Bennett. Johnny Russell, obviously, from Dundee. Did well last year. Will Hughes is supposedly the next big thing in English football, at least centre mid-wise. He's kind of like the new Jack Wilshere, I suppose. He does look very good at just 19 years of age as well. And he's already got so many games for Derby under his belt, 79 in total, and they're just league games. That doesn't count cup appearances as well, so he must have played well over 100 games for Derby. Chris Martin is obviously a very good goal scorer at this level, was at Norwich, scored a lot of goals last year at Derby. He scored loads of goals to help Norwich get out of League One back in the day. But still, nothing really seems to make me want to stray away from Forest. Nottingham Forest still, to me, seem to be the strongest option. I've got De Vries in goal, 33. Oh, don't want to do that. 33-year-old. And Darlow on loan from Newcastle, who in real life has been very good this year. Todd Kane, obviously from Chelsea, although he's not the strongest of right backs. Eric Lehigh, obviously formerly of Aston Villa. Really good defender, like Eric Lehigh. Chris Cohen as well, decent defender and midfielder apparently. He actually looks very good. Michael Mancien, formerly of Chelsea, went to Hamburg, I think. Yeah, Hamburg. And then back to Forest now for this season. Very fast, very strong. Solid in the tackle, really like him. Kevin Wilson, another very, very good centre-back. Kelvin Wilson, sorry, not Kevin. Apologies. Jack Hobbs is a youngster. Well, 25, it's not really that young anymore, is it? But he's kind of very, kind of I can't think of the phrase I'm trying to say. Like a specialist in a position. Like he's just an out-and-out rock-solid centre-back. He doesn't really work anywhere else whatsoever. Lascelles is obviously the youngster from Newcastle. He's highly rated. He's only on 150. Oh, that'd be the loan contract, won't he? Yeah, he's on 15 grand a week. I was going to say £150 a week. That's unheard of. Danny Fox, obviously a good left back, and can play further up the pitch, and does have the stats to be able to play further up the pitch as well. David Vaughan is obviously well experienced, extremely good holding midfielder, and would be very much so involved, as would Robert Tesh. See, I thought Robert Tesh was better than that. Or maybe, not sure about Robert Tesh. Henry Lansbury is obviously a very, very good player. Ben Osborne, a youngster, does look very good, and obviously plenty of scope there to grow. Andy Reid, another experienced player, obviously very good at this level. Gary Gardner's on loan from Villa. He looks okay. Definitely would be a rotation player. Chris Burke is a very good right-sided midfielder, formerly of Birmingham, question mark? Yeah, Birmingham and Cardiff. He's very good at this level as well. Michael Antonio, formerly of Sheffield Wednesday. He's very good as well. Very fast, very creative. At least as far as, yeah, flair. 16. As far as memory serves, he's quite creative. Jamie Patterson. Another good rotation player, can play up top. I'd probably play him as a striker rather than a wide midfielder because his crossing's quite low. But scores an okay amount of goals. Stephen McLaughlin, I'm not sure about as a youngster. Could grow quite nicely, although might go out on loan. Britt Sombolonga is an absolute finisher, and he's only 21 as well. Banged the goals in at Peterborough. And a big addition to this team for this year. Dexter Blackstock's obviously someone we had on loan at Bolton. Didn't score goals for me at Bolton, but might do this early on in the season. And Matty Fry is a goal scorer as well, especially at this championship level. See, I'm torn now. Is it 3-0 to York? For fuck's sake. And Berahino's just equalised for West Brom as well. Has the video gone live on the channel yet? I will just quickly check. Bear with me. Yes, it has gone live and it is in sub boxes. Good. At least that's a start. At present, I am torn between Middlesbrough and Forest, I think. Because that Middlesbrough squad did look very good. I do like the look at this Middlesbrough squad, but Forest are very good as well. Forest obviously have the history as well. Have a look. See, I'm not sure about Derby. Forest, Middlesbrough, Forest, Middlesbrough, Forest, Middlesbrough, Forest, Middlesbrough. See, Middlesbrough have fantastic youth facilities. Decisions. I think it's going to be between Forest and Middlesbrough. So we'll have to wait and see who wins. Yeah, go on then. We'll do that straw poll. See that straw poll that Pudding's just put in the chat between Middlesbrough and Forest. We'll give that a couple of minutes and we'll see what wins that. And whatever wins that vote, I will be. So if you're watching this on YouTube, then you need to watch the streams live, boys, to have an actual impact. Although obviously if you are watching on YouTube and you're enjoying the series there, then obviously continue to watch there as well. And you will, soon enough, catch up to the day before, as in the morning. You'll be watching the night before stream. Sooner rather than later, actually. Probably by this time next week, the stream that you watch in the morning on YouTube will be the night before stream. And hopefully I'll be able to do that with a FIFA stream sooner rather than later as well, when we finish the Manchester United series this upcoming weekend. And then I'll be able to upload that on the channel as well. On YouTube, that is. Let's have a look who's winning this so far. Wow, after 66 votes, it's or after 72 votes, it's 36-36. It is very, very, very close. We'll have another quick look at both the squads. So here is Middlesbrough again. Okay finances. Very good youth facilities. I'm not too sure about any of their youngsters. We have a look at a coach report. We can't. Okay, well, contract info normally gives you at least some idea. And Reece Williams is obviously the Australian centre-back. Unfortunately, he's out for 5 to 6 months with Achilles tendonitis or Achilles tendon issues, but he would be first team, I would presume. And then you've got a couple of youngsters here. Mustafa Carriol is obviously a pacey, very fast player, but I'm not sure whether he cuts it at this level, though he might do. And then you've got this guy, Yannick Vilshoot. Again, good physical stats, but other than that, not too sure. Could maybe send him out on loan if we took over at Middlesbrough. And then Seb Hines is a young... Oh, he's not that young anymore. Seb Hines. I thought he was younger than that. Williams on loan at Coventry, good striker. And then standout players in this Middlesbrough squad. Grant Ledbetter is a rock-solid midfielder, centre mid. Then you've got players like Lee Tomlin and Kike is actually a very good striker. Dean Whitehead, obviously the experience in that holding role. You've got good defenders here, but two of them are on loan, Thomas Callas and Kenneth Amaruo. So that would be something we'd have to... And Patrick Bamford is someone we'd have to replace as well if we took over at Middlesbrough. George Fend is decent, as is James Husband. Daniel Ayala is good as well. And then we'll have a look at Forest's squad. Secure finances, so perhaps slightly better than Middlesbrough. And obviously the loney goalkeeper, but Doris de Vries is obviously experienced and good at this level as well. Eric Lehigh is a player I really like. Good, solid right back and left back. Can play on either side. And then you've got players like Michael Mancienne have just come in. Extremely solid centre back. And players like Kelvin Wilson who are very good as well. And players in the middle like Andy Reid and Henry Lansbury for that middle central role. Out wide, you've got players like Antonio and Chris Burke. And then up top, people like Britta Sombalonga, Dexter Blackstock and Matty Fry. You could maybe think about bringing in an extra striker there. We'll have a look in here as well, and then sort by wage, so you can see the big guys, big earners. Abdoun, this guy on loan at Lokeren right now. Came in from Olympiacos. Looks decent, actually. I would maybe consider bringing him back. Jamie Mackey is on loan. Obviously, I'm not too sure he's cut out for this level anymore, unfortunately. Good squad player, though, perhaps. Greg Halford is a player that can play pretty much anywhere. And for a period last year, was banging in the goals up top. But at the minute, on loan at Brighton. Danny Collins is a decent player, although he's transfer listed. Danny Collins is a player we actually got at Walsall, if you remember rightly, the centre-back in the second season. Dan Harding is okay, although he's 30 years old now, but still decent. I don't know any of these other guys. Lewis Lang is a good youngster. On loan at Motherwell right now. And I don't know any of these other names, unfortunately. Although Radislav Majewski is a good midfielder. I'm not really too sure why he's out on loan at Huddersfield, because he's a very good player. Unless it was just to knock the wage bill, I'm not sure. But let's have a... What time is it now? 21:17. At 21:20, we'll give it 3 minutes. And we'll see what the vote says, because it's so close right now. 115 votes. And Middlesbrough at Forest, it's 61 votes for Middlesbrough and 56 votes for Forest. So Middlesbrough winning by 5 votes right now, but it's very close. Extremely close. Give it a couple of minutes for that vote to finish, and then we will take over whichever team that you decide I should take over. And I'll make sure that my coaching badge is the top one, so that if we leave Forest, we can get a good job afterwards, rather than having to struggle to find a job like we did in the other save. If you want to link me stuff, guys, then feel free to link me on Twitter. Only mods can post links in this chat. But we haven't, as of yet, taken anybody over. I'm giving it... You've got 2 minutes. We tweet it out as well. You have 2 minutes to vote. Nowhere you can hide. Is any of the football on TV tonight? I've got my TV off. I haven't. Let me see if I can put something on above me. Oh, I will mute it though, so it doesn't come through the mic. Beep beep beep. Got anything on Sky Sports 1? Snooker on Sky Sports 1, sick. Let's try BT Sport then, shall we? What is that? 413. Yeah, BT Sport. BT Sport has the West Brom Villa game on it. Okay, although it's in the 77th minute now. And you have 60 seconds left to vote. $60 left to vote. Oh God, it's so close. It is so close. There's one vote in it right now. It is 21:20, and I will get Gyatso up. It could not have been closer. Like, genuinely, could not have been closer. Voting is now closed, and this, eventually, if Gyatso loads, is the final. Let me put this here. Sorry, Puddy, you can stop putting that thing now. There's the Gyatso for the final result. And Forest have won by a singular vote, 89 to 88. So we are going to be taking over at Nottingham Forest. So, let's go. Next, managerial style. Now here, I want to give myself a better license. We've got Continental B license right now. I'd like to give myself Continental Pro license if possible. And professional football at a national level, perhaps. International football is a bit too much, I think, but professional football at a national level. But we'll give ourselves a decent. Or do we go A? Then we can at least. You know, because I haven't ever applied to you know, go on a coaching course, so it might be nice to just try that out. So if we actually go one less than we can do, and then I can always ask the board to go and do a Continental Pro license, just so we can experience what that's like. But yeah, we'll go with professional football and national level, and confirm. Start playing. Yes, save game. Let's save it as. What should we save it as? Just starting at Forest, or just FM Stream 2? Oh, I've got caps lock on, have I? I do. Oh God, come on, Chess. FM Stream 2. I'll put Forest. Save. Saving game. How do I get the badges? I got the badges off fmscout.com. Someone linked me directly to them though, so I'm not entirely too sure whereabouts on the website they would be. You might have to search for it. I played FM back in 96, 97, Utah Miss, yeah. My favourite one, my favourite Championship Manager, because it used to be called Championship Manager, didn't it? Yeah, like you said there, Championship Manager 2. My favourite Champman was 0102, the one with the red cover. I absolutely rinsed that game. Absolutely rinsed it. Played that game so much on my old PC. Like, literally, over a decade ago. Oh, professional badges, sorry. You literally just select them. You don't... And then you select one, and then if you want to get a better one, then you have to approach the board of the club you're at and say, can I go on a coaching course? And then they'll send you on a coaching course. This is my current career history. Nothing there right now, obviously. Manager movements. Outgoing manager Dougie Friedman. Reason left. Hired new manager Chesnoy Gaming. 8th of July. Sorry, Dougie. Sorry, Dougie. Hey, sorry. Message from the board. Personal message from Fawaz Al-Hawasi. In terms of your contracts, we're giving you a deal until June 2015. So we've got a 1-year contract here at Forest. A 1-year contract. As part of the club's vision, the board expects you to follow the philosophy of signing high-profile players. That shouldn't be a problem. And that's the only one, apparently, that they want us to adhere to. So we will attend the meeting, Hello, Mr. Al-Hamasi. Great, I'd love to learn more about the club. I always say that just because it's what they want to hear. The club feels a minimum expectation this season is to see us participate in the playoffs. At this time, the board are willing to offer you the current budgets. Wage budget of 350 grand a week and a transfer budget of 200 grand. 200 grand is not anywhere near enough money. What is the club currently playing in wages? Club is currently playing 310,000, so there's 40 grand there a week to play with. But I really need a bigger wage budget. I mean, a bigger transfer budget than 200 grand, don't we? I'll ask to take that further. As was mentioned in your welcome message, the club has some specific philosophies which you will be judged on during your time at the club, which are follows. Sign high-profile players, which doesn't go hand in hand with the fact that they gave me a £200,000 transfer budget. So I don't mind signing high-profile players. Again, let's arrange that in a different meeting just so we can have a look and see what else they'd like. You know, what they strongly agree or moderately agree or slightly disagree with, just so we get a feel of how the board actually want us to play. It's traditional to hold a press conference, that's fine. Thanks for asking me questions. Now I'm going to hand the meeting over to the assistant manager. Good. Hello, Lenny. 7-inch squad friendly, yes please. Would you like me to arrange a meeting with the rest of your backroom staff? Yes please. Can provide you regular reports every 2 weeks, please. Friendlies, you can do that. Can you take control of friendlies? Opposition instructions, you can do that. Training, you can do all match training and preparation. All the squads. Can you assist with reserve and youth? That's the way it is. Yes, that would be ideal. Team talks, press conferences, and agent offers will be able to deal with, so that's not a problem. Yeah, that's fine. And we can always have an alteration of the season expectations to see if we can get some extra money out of them. I would like some extra money. Transfers update. Currently have Gary Gardner, Todd Kane, Lascelles, and Carl Darlow on loan at the club, and then out on loan are Greg Halford, Dan Harding, Jamie Mackey, Abdoun, Lang, Smith, and Majewski. We could actually look to recall a couple of those as well. New subscriptions, that's fine. Background on Forest, obviously 2 European Champions Cups. That's Champions Leagues from back in the day. Under certain Mr. Brian Clough. European Super Cup as well to go along with those, as well as an Anglo-Scottish Cup. 1 English Premier League division, 3 Championships, 3 Third Division Souths, 2 FA Cups, and 4 Capital One Cups. Or League Cups, because it wasn't called the Capital One Cup back then. So I'm going to be the Stuart Pearce Mark II, yes. Although I'll try not to be a psycho. Season expectations. They're really not keen on giving me any sort of transfer budget, are they? I don't want to put too much pressure on myself by saying any of these either. So we'll stick with this one. And then I'll maybe ask for a little bit of money a little bit later on. So I don't want to put too much pressure on myself by saying I'm definitely going to get promoted or I'm definitely going to win the league. So we'll say that for now. I was hoping I might be able to get an extra little bit of transfer budget, so I'll have to wait and see. Yes, it would be nice to have a look at the team report. They do have a strong side here. Carl Darlow apparently is better than De Vries, but only just. Carl Darlow obviously on loan from Newcastle, good. He'll be my first team goalkeeper, it's not a problem. Eric Lehigh was going to be my favourite right back, or my starting right back, as was Danny Fox, my left back. Still going to play 4 at the back. Kelvin Wilson and Jack Hobbs and Lascelles also all very good. Kelvin Wilson looks really good. Really looking forward to having him at the back. And then out wide, Todd Kane, obviously a decent right back, and Michael Mencien is going to be a decent centre back as well to go along with these. See, let's have a look. Coach report. Centre back, he's the 4th best centre back, but he's apparently on par with everybody else. So do have 4 very strong centre backs at the club. Wing backs, again, we've got Chris Cohen, who looks like a decent player, can play in a lot of various different positions. Defensive midfielders. We've not got too many defensive midfielders, out-and-out defensive midfielders, but we do have players that can play a defensive role in the centre of midfield, like Andy Reid and David Vaughan, really strong in the tackle. Andy Reid is probably not as strong in the tackle, but a good creative player. And Henry Lansby kind of does both. He tackles and creates stuff, so he'll be good to have in the side as well. Out wide, obviously Chris Burke will probably play on the right. I might look to get a left winger in. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the transfer window is going on for quite a while. We're only at the beginning of July, so we've effectively got 2 months to assess the team and see how they got on first before we jump into too many additions. But I think, based on the report we have at the minute, I'd like one wide player, preferably on the left-hand side. Although we'll have to have a quick look and see who we've got on loan at the minute. Or out on loan, rather. Maybe I could recall someone. See, Robert Tesh is good at that in that cam spot as well, with his long shots. And then Britta Sombalong at Matty Fry and Dexter Blackstock. I would like a striker, and I would like a left-sided midfielder, I think. Other than that, the squad seems pretty solid. And Andy Reid is apparently our best player at the club, all told. Decent player for most Premier League sides, so that's good. Meet my staff. That I do want to do. We'll do that now, actually. Sort the kick takers out. Youth prospect report. Gary Brazil reckons that Andreas Caro is going to be good. Centre back, decent heading, decent tackling at just 17, so okay. Is that Cyprus? Is that Cypriot? Yeah. I thought it was. Aidan Austin is another player, apparently left-sided midfielder. Although still 16 and plenty of work for him to be done, or him to be doing. And then Matthew Cash is a centre mid as well. Decent physical stats, only at 16, but could really do with some improvement elsewhere. Okay, that's fine. Dismiss advice. And then I see James Perch. Oh, nah, I'm sorry, I just can't. James Perch, nah. Really, Pedretti? Wowzers, I'm not sure about Pedretti, bruv. Can we have a look at all reports? Okay, so we'll see who they've scouted so far, and let's have a look, because we were looking at, where's position? Position can play left midfield. Mark Pugh, apparently. Mark Pugh, Martin Wolford, Jacques Maroma, and Blair Alston. See, none of which really stand out as players that would be, although apparently this guy is better than anything we currently have on the left side of midfield. Where Steve McLaughlin is better in an out-and-out midfield left. We might have to loan some players to start off with, though. Let's have a look at strikers as well. James Vaughan, Huddersfield, although obviously injured right now, unfortunately. 4 to 6 weeks. Craig McHale-Smith. Don't know about him. He does score goals, but don't know. Brett Pittman, wowzers. Scores goals at Bournemouth, but again, not sure. There's a blast from the past. Anthony Letelic, as if he's still only 29. He must have been so young when he moved to Liverpool then. Jeeps. That was a long time ago. David Mooney, lol. And Steve Morrison. And Grant Holt. So many names here that obviously everyone will be familiar with. Marc-Antoine Fortuné as well. Right, now, let's have a look at the squad. So I wanted to have a look at the under-21s. We want to see Abdu can play out wide on the left. So I might see if I can recall him from loan. If I can I? I don't know if I can recall him. His morale is really low while he's out on loan. Not really too sure why that is. And why have we loaned him out to Lokeren? He looks like he could be a decent player. I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know in the chat. You'll have to let me know in the chat where I need to go to be able to bring him, recall him from loan. He's content at the club he's at. He's just got abysmal morale, apparently. Why is that? Contract info. Started. How long is he on loan till? The end of the season. Loan clauses. Can play against own team. Can play in cup matches. I can't recall him. Fine. And the rest are just going to be youngsters that aren't necessarily good enough, are they? Mievski can play in the middle, but he might be one. Oh, have a look at contract info. I can't recall him either. So it doesn't look like any of the loan players we've got out at the minute will be able to recall. Source will be able to recall Jamie Mack, even though I don't want him now. Okay. Like Ben Osborne, can he play out wide? No, he's definitely more of a centre mid, but he's got 15 crossing. So maybe we could utilise him out wide. What does it say on the coach report as a left midfielder? It would be nice to get someone that is just an out-and-out left-sided midfielder, like Steve McLaughlin, but perhaps slightly better. So if you've got any suggestions in the chat about left-sided midfielders, I would be willing to listen to them. Position. Can play midfield left. Let's see what we've got in here so far. They've only scouted those 4 apparently. Okay. So quick search. League. Division. It will be division. There we go. Division is Europe, England, Premier League. Why is it only come up with 2? Plays within scouting and knowledge range. Filter options, show filters. Take that off. There we go. So I want to add in transfer status. Transfer listed. Jerome Thomas and Ross Wallace. Ross Wallace is a very good midfielder, and I would be interested in him. So while we get a scout report on Ross Wallace, so he can definitely do the business on the left side of midfield. Jerome Thomas, I'm not too sure about, especially at 31 years of age. So have a look in the chat and see what you're saying. Bakary Sacco is an option, yes, at Wolves. So we'll have a look. Bakary Sacco. I'll get a scout report on him. Although it's very expensive. Let's have a look who's available for loan actually. Because if there are only 2 transfer lists, let's have a look at listed for loan. Or maybe we could get Ross Wallace on loan, perhaps. Transfer listed in the Championship. No, I've just gone and selected English Premier Division again. England Championship. Nobody transfer listed in the Championship. How about loan listed? Nobody for loan. Alright. Lloyd Dyer is rapid, but he's already on loan from Watford. Petrasso. Who's that? Michael, is it Michael Petrasso, did you say? Petrasso. This guy? Is this guy you were on about, bro? I could request an affiliate club, yeah. But that might come up, because I asked for another meeting, didn't I, with the chairman to discuss things that they want me to do as manager, like whether they want me to play possession football or sign high-profile players or younger players through the youth academy, etc. I could look at Jack Barmby, but he was very good for the. He was very good for the for League One, but I'm not sure whether he'd be any good for the Championship. He doesn't. He's not sure he's any better than what we've already got. Sorry, Ben, no problem. Not a problem. Jordan Ibe. You see, Jordan Ibe is obviously a very good youngster, but he just doesn't have the stats. For me, at least, I want someone that's really good at crossing. I don't think Jordan Ibe's going to be the man for me. Sam Nicholson is a name that keeps cropping up in the chat, so we'll have a look at that. Oh. Sam Nicholson, left-sided midfielder playing for Hearts, 19. I'll get a scout report on him because he seems to be popular in the chat, but I'm not so sure. I think I need a first teamer now rather than a youngster to build up, because we have plenty of youngsters at the club. David Templeton, he's at Rangers, isn't he? He is. I'll get a scout report on him. And we'll see what happens. But I'm not sure. Let's advance just at least once or twice. Assertively, hello. Welcome. I'm pleased to see you in charge and hope your reign is long and successful. Hello. They've been very nice to me. Andrew Driver's another good option. Assertively. We can make the playoffs this season. Okay, I'm going to passionately say I've engaged the reaction. I've decided I'm not being ambitious enough. Good. It's good to see you pushing us to be better. We need to make sure we start the season striving to do the best we possibly can. Passionately, that's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. Good. Now we know we have an ambitious squad, which is going to help us when it comes to speaking to the club or speaking to the squad later on through the season, depending on how things go. I want to see what happens in this intro squad friendly as well. Ross Wallace report. No interest in joining. Really? Ross Wallace is so good though. I am going to... No, not that. Transfer offer. I want to loan him. They want 50% of his wages, which is fine. End of the season. That's fine. We can afford that. I do like Ross Wallace. I really do. Bakary Sacco, not a worthwhile signing, apparently. Okay. He is extremely expensive, and I'm not sure Wolves would be willing to let him go anyway. Leicester's Jack Barnby, no interest in currently joining. Potential ability is good, but like we say, not quite what we're looking for right now. We started a new save, Rick Lopez. The Bolton Dream is still alive. It's just not currently being chased right now. I've still got that save, though. The Templeton report. Apparently, David Templeton, according to my scouts, Alan Gemmell, who has 14 out of 20 for player ability and potential, doesn't really like the look of David Templeton. Nor does he really like the look of Sam Nicholson. So we'll maybe hold fire on those for now. Ow, my toe just cracked, something chronic. Nottingham Forest Board have asked you to name a preliminary squad for the pre-season training camp. Training camp will be held in the East Midlands. Allowed to name up to 13, okay. Auto select. Fine, that's cool. Go on, boys. Go on, boys. Go get trained. Jeffrey Schlupp, from Leicester, the German guy. We'll have a look at him in a sec. Do you feel the ambitions are matched? Yes, I do, assertively. Do you feel the expectations asked of you are realistic? The club is willing to progress through there. Everyone has to be ambitious. That's what we're doing at the moment, yes. It's a extremely ambitious club and requisite tools to be very successful. I share a philosophical view of football. We share an engaging discussion. New managers often bring about times of upheaval. Some at the club, no. It's a good setup here with high quality players and staff is unlikely it will make major changes. Some managers famous for their hands-on approach. Others, I'm a more reserved style of manager. His officer said different managers favour different competitions. The league has to be my priority, and that's what the fans want. Not prepared to talk about my transfer issues. Javier Garrido. I mean, he'd be good, but it's not really someone I'm looking to bring in. Right, we'll get this friendly out of the way so we can see how it goes down, which is here. And then we'll have another look at some of the transfer suggestions that you're offering in the chat. Fair play regulations. Teams must avoid making a loss more than 3 million over the season in order to comply with financial fair play regulations. The board is allowed to invest a maximum of 3 million towards the calculated income. That's fine. Cambridge getting Chris Casper in as a scout. Congratulations. Let's see what we got on. Ah, good. I'm glad the first team did well. First team did very well. Britta Sumbalonga gets a hat-trick. Dexter Blackstock gets 2. Matty Fryatt gets 1 as well. So all 3 of our best strikers scored in that game, and Chris Burke got 1 as well. That is very pleasing. Right, we'll have a quick look at the tactics so that we can set the set pieces. So corners, bink. Chris Cohen apparently is one of my best corner takers. I'm not sure he's going to be in my first team. I just don't know. David Vaughan probably will be though. So we'll put Vaughan on corners. I might as well put Chris Cohen in there as well. Why not? Chris Burke will be one of my starting right hand side on the midfield, I would have thought. Free kick wise, Danny Fox is very good, as is Andy Reid, and both will probably be heavily involved in first team football. I'm thinking about playing a 4-2-3-1 here at Forest. Penos, Bosch, Matty Fryatt, Britta Sumbalonga, Dexter Black. It's always good when your strikers are the best people at taking Penos. David Vaughan, Chris Burke. 7 should be enough. Right, now let's have a look at players first, and then we'll try and slot them into a tactic. So, we wanted to have a look at Jeffrey Schlupp, didn't we? Or you guys wanted me to have a look at Jeffrey Schlupp. I'm not sure, because I like players that are good in possession, and he doesn't look like he's good in possession, so maybe not for Jeffrey Schlupp. Could have a look at Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Oh, how do you spell it? Is it Reuben? That's Noble Lazarus. That is just Ruben Loftus-Cheek. See, we've got plenty of world-class players already in the centre mid spot. Plenty of good players in that centre mid spot. Look how happy everybody is after that 7-1 win in the friendly. Damarai Gray. Everybody always recommends Damarai Gray. He's good, yes, but he's still very young. I need someone that's going to be first team right now and better than what I've already got. I'll get a scout report on him. I need someone that's going to start now. I hadn't put any thought into becoming a makeup artist, Channy, no. That video, I was delighted actually with the way that video went down for my sister. Over 1,000 views on that video already, which is fantastic. Thank you all of you that showed some support on it. Really appreciate that. Jack Grealish, actually, yeah, or Jack Grealish. I never know how to pronounce that. I'm told by an Irish friend that it's Grealish, so we'll call him Grealish. Hello. Hello, Jack. Get scout report. I would be very interested in bringing Jack Grealish into the club. Obviously, we had him in the Road to Glory on FIFA with Cambridge in the first season in League 2, and he was fantastic for us. Andrew Driver was another player we were going to have a look at. Isn't Andrew Driver now in the Australian division? Australian League? DC United, no, he's in America. I knew he was somewhere like that. I can't see his stats, and I can't afford to scout him either. I can't commit to a signing where I can't see his stats, I'm afraid. I know he's fast, but I don't know what his technical attributes are like, and I'm afraid I just cannot commit. Nathan Redmond could be decent, but that's the thing, he's going to be expensive. 8.25 million. He's only 20. I didn't realise he was that young. He is very good, but he's also very expensive. Excuse me, Xbox, what are you doing? Thank you. Xbox playing funny games with me. Gary Mackay-Stevens could be a good shout, although he's just gone to Celtic, hasn't he? So he's probably not going to be available. I mean, I could try and loan him, perhaps. But you would presume he's going to be first team. We won't get any updates on the hashtag change career mode unless EA got in contact with us. And obviously, if we hear anything, you will hear anything. So if you haven't heard anything from us, it's because we haven't heard anything further from that. From the very beginning, we said that it's not like an open pathway of communication. It's not, stuff going back and forth consistently. They asked us for a list. We've given them the list, and as far as we're aware, that's where it stops right now. So time will tell whether anything goes in, but we're not expecting to hear back from them until FIFA 16 comes out, perhaps. So if we hear anything, we'll tell you, and we'll pass on the information. But we're not expecting to hear anything back, at least for the foreseeable future. It was a case of them asking for a list and us delivering the list, and that was kind of that for now. Hopefully that answers your question. Arango, he's the guy that takes amazing free kicks, isn't he? Juan Arango. Oh, he's left Mönchengladbach and gone to Tijuana. Oh, it's Nathan. I'm looking at Nathan Redmond again. Along. God, he'd be so good though. He'd be so good. But if he's just gone to Tijuana, then he won't come to me. John Arango as well, apparently. Who's John Arango? I'd never be able to scout him, and again, I cannot commit to a player that I don't see his stats, I'm afraid. £20 a week, he's only 16. He may be amazing, he may be absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately I just can't commit to a player whose stats I can't see. I'm going to do a setup vid for the weekend, Mr. GTP. We hit 50k, and I said I'd do a setup video for 50k, and I'm going to put it up at the weekend. Oh shit, Ben Foster gave away a pen right at the death. And Villa won 2-1. Aston Villa with a victory, look at that. The Tim Sherwood effect. Rolando Aarons. Didn't we look at him at Bolton and decide he wasn't really what we were looking for? I'll get a scout report on him, but I'm not sure. I'd really like just a genuine out-and-out left-sided midfielder. How long till Henry Lansbury's back? Couple of months. Might be back for the start of the season, might not. David Vaughan should be. 13 days, there we go. That's alright. Brian Cristante. He's at Milan, isn't he, Cristante? Oh, he was at Milan. He's now at Benfica. And again, he's only 19, and I can't afford to scout him. I can afford to scout him. But he's a centre mid. I don't need a centre mid, guys. I need a left-sided winger and a striker. I really want to hear back from Demarai Gray. I really want to hear back about Ross Wallace. It was a great report. Very interested in joining our club on loan. Let's have a look at the report. Attacking midfielder better than anything we've got. Midfielder left, third on the list. Current ability, recommended ability. We'll wait for now. Let's see what else we've got. Jack Grealish. See, Jack, he'd be so good. I'm going to try and loan Jack Grealish, I think. And they want 50% of his wages. That's fine. End of the season. Rah, rah, rah. Yes. Okay, Stephen. That is a cheesy grin, son. Player currently has no interest in joining, which we expected. Keep a close eye on Rolando Aarons' development, but right now he's very low down. We've got plenty of players that are better in that position, unfortunately. Like I say, I'm not looking for a youngster. I'm looking for a first teamer. Burnley have accepted the offer for Ross Wallace. That is exactly what we wanted to hear. Match preparation. Yeah, I know I need to create my tactics soon. Cavani is signed for Chelsea. Or no, he's announced he's no intention of leaving Paris Saint-Germain. Apologies. Been linked with Chelsea, but then they've said no. He said no, I'm not going anywhere. James Wilson is a player I could look at, and I will do. Chelsea's offer for Bonucci accepted. Hello. Jose Gaia, he's a left back, isn't he? Oh, look at those stats for a 19-year-old. Damn. And they've accepted the offer for Jack Grealish as well, which is fantastic. Let me quickly have a look at my staff responsibilities. I just want to make sure this is all set up properly. So, finalises first team signings, everything with me. Youth team, handled in signing contract negotiations for the youth team. That could be done by Gary Brazil. Finds and makes offers for young players for future. Gary Brazil, good. Decides first team players, youth team players, Gary Brazil. Director of football should be given a new contract and handles negotiations. Chairman. If all other staff should be given new contracts, handles negotiations. See, staff, I never know whether to hire my own staff or get the background staff to do it for me, but I think I'd like to hire my own staff. Right now, training is all being done by my assistant manager, which is fine. And then first team, doing the friendlies. I'll give my team talks, but everything else is good. Confirm. Sick team. Right. Adam Johnson, lol. Oh yeah, Zach Clough. So he's young, but he would probably... I'm going to get a scout report, because he would probably grow into a very good player and might learn well from someone like Britta Sambalonga. I would like one more striker, although Antonio can play up top, although he's more of a wide player. I've been streaming for about an hour, Air Force 10. Mahrez, he's the guy at Leicester, isn't he? I'm not too sure he'd be available if they've just got promoted, obviously. Does look decent, though. Does look very decent. Expensive, though, but obviously his valuation will have been inflated by the fact that Leicester got promoted. Hey, Fairy Jellybean. Thanks for joining, bro. Proposed philosophy talks. Ah, yes. Discussed proposed philosophies. This is what we wanted to have a look at. Hello, Chesnoid. Good to see you. Very kind of you to say so. Looking forward to hearing your proposals for changes to club philosophies and visions. Let's have a look. Director will slightly agree. Slightly disagree with young players. Moderately agree with high profile. Good. Slightly agree with defensive football, but other than that, they don't really too fussed, which is fine. Not really too worried about set pieces or anything from the chairman's donation. I'll ask for possession based. And other than that, I have no further suggestions to make. One thing I wanted to do, or we were thinking of doing, was actually, can I see... I want to have a look at club information. Club. Affiliates. Affiliated clubs. We only have 2 small affiliated clubs. I cannot look for an affiliate club or a senior affiliate, apparently. Can I ask the board? Make board request. Networking. Senior affiliate. So good loan players without the cost of their wages. We would rather the club does not rely on loan players, which is fair enough. I would ensure that the squad is well balanced and not overly reliant on them. I will do my best to ensure that they are well motivated and dedicated to the club in the period they are with us. You have clearly thought about this idea and are aware of the various pitfalls, therefore we agree to grant the request. Yeah, we're going to get a parent club. Search for senior affiliate has begun. I want to hear back about Ross Wallace and Jack Grealish before we make any moves to bring in a striker. Yeah, that's the thing. When you speak to the board, all you've got to do is say what they want to hear, and then you'll normally get your way. Yay, we beat Ilkeston 1-0. Sick. We played a very young team. Chris Cohen got the goal, though. Good lad, good lad. Good lad, good lad. Zach Clough. Look at the report. Better than Dexter Blackstock already, apparently. Interesting. We have a professional squad, and Clough would add to the professional nature of the squad. Very interested to join the club on loan. I'll keep my eye on him. I'll keep my eye on him. No, Ross Wallace, you bastard. Why? Why? Why would you not want to come to Forest? Brick! Screw you, Ross Wallace. I want to see what happens with Jack Grealish, though. Milik is a player we could look at Ajax. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to scout him, though. And he's probably first team. Bonucci set for Chelsea. We don't have enough funds. What? What? Club's transfer budget can be increased to £1 million to facilitate the transfer. Oh. Hang on. Was there a fee, a monthly fee? I must admit, I didn't see the monthly fee. That was my bad for not being attentive enough. I don't want to pay a monthly fee. Hadn't noticed that. Grealish loan bid rejected now. And Tangu. Bloody hell, look at those physical stats. That's impressive. What was it, Le Havre? They're looking for a monthly fee of £100,000. I don't Scott to pennies, bruv. No longer prepared to respond immediately due to being disappointed with the offer made. However, an offer may still be submitted. Fuck you. We might need to look elsewhere. Alright, try not to spam in caps, please, guys. Gaya's gone to Chelsea. I want to wait and see who we get as a parent club as well. We'll scout the players, but I'm not going to attend the game. Guion Edwards. Who are you? You are not very good. Well, he's alright, but it's not what I'm after, to be honest. Callum Wilson, he's the striker at Bournemouth, isn't he? The fast guy. Yeah. Yeah. He could be good. Oh, but he's only just gone to Bournemouth for £2.5 million. We'd never get him, unfortunately. But good suggestion. Naki Wells has only just gone to Huddersfield, hasn't he? Or he's only been there a while. Am I spelling Naki wrong? Oh, put the K and the H wrong way around. Has he only just gone there? No, he's been there a season already. I'll get a scout report on him. Nowhere you can hide. Well, spamming in caps, it just is annoying because it's just rude. More to the point than anything else. Plus, obviously, if someone spams in caps, I lost my train of thought. See you, Niall. Thanks for joining, bro. And Zogbeer, do you think his wages would be astronomical, though, wouldn't they? And he's very greedy, and he's hard to keep happy as well. £48,000 a week. Can I have him on loan? No, first team commitments. People like Victor and Ichibi would be too expensive, I think. Plus, they'd be wanting to play for the first team. Ryan Gold, I can't scout, unfortunately. Oh, no, I can scout him. Okay, good. Well, let's get a scout report on Ryan Gold, then. I'd love to see his stats, though. Izzy Brown is a potential. Sister's YouTube is... Is that right? Have I linked the right thing? Yeah, there you go. And then the first video is the one from yesterday. Who's worth a try for a championship? Oh, and Zogbeer. No, first team commitments, bro. They won't let me have him. Gekas is a little bit old, really, for my liking. He's probably beyond too much wages as well. He's only just gone to where he is. Oh no, no. He went from Akshar to Konyaspor, now back to Akshar. Yeah. Super League, that's Turkey, isn't it? Yeah, Turkish League. I mean, I can get a scout report on him. There's no harm in it. There's no harm in it. Luca Aidens. Who's that? Who is it? Luca Aidens. Or is that just a... Oh, Luca Zidane. He's not there. Oh, it's because I'm looking at thingy. Oh, dickhead chess, come on. Luca Zidane. What, a goalkeeper? I don't need a goalkeeper, bro. Hasn't he got... He's got more than one son, though, Zidane, doesn't he? Yeah, Enzo. He's the attacking midfielder. I'll scout him, see what he says. Don't need a goalkeeper though, bro. Enzo's a left mid, yes. I just had a look at Enzo. You'll find that out in just a second. It's the 25-second delay. Igalo from Watford, he's a striker, isn't he? Quite pacey. Very pacey. I've only just signed him on a free from Udinese though, so I very highly doubt that we'd be able to get him in. You're right, Adebayor would score me loads of goals in the Championship. He'd also be very unavailable. Royston Twente is a weird one. Apparently he's not here either. He's not on the game. That's strange. I don't think Solanke's... Oh. Don't think Dominic Solanke's going to be good enough. Not really. Not really. Rossiter from Liverpool. Rossiter. No, I don't need a centre mid. Plus, that's he's not anywhere near good enough. Ikechi Anya. Who is that? Ikechi Anya at Watford. I can't decide whether I like the look of him or not. He's fast. He's okay. I'll get a scout report. There's no harm in scouting everybody, is there? Carl Uche I'd never be able to get, bro. Or Ricky van Wolfswinkel. Danny Collins is up for 2-3 weeks. Fine. Nucky Wells. Not a worthwhile signing. Really? If you say so. Not interested in joining our club on loan. And I'd never be able to afford him, so I've only got 200 grand to spend. Ryan Gold. View report. Okay. Oh, sick. What a fantastic scouting job you did. Thanks, buddy. Gekas. No interest in joining us. Zidane, not a worthwhile signing. Okay. Anya. Probably be available between... yeah, because I've got that amount of money to spend, haven't I, at Forest? Oh, man. I'm surprised they haven't given me any transfer budget. Very surprised. Loan bid rejected. I can't afford to give you 100 grand a week, Forest. I just can't. 100 grand a month, sorry. I just don't have the money to be able to do that. I mean, I could have a look at... some free agents. Anthony Gardner might be decent. I'm just going to get scout reports on these free agents just to see what he says, because if we can pick a couple of people up on a free, Scott McDonald might be a decent striker actually, just as a rotation guy. So we'll have a look at him as well. Fitzhall, not too sure about. Oh yeah, oh he's 38. Bloody hell! Started his career in '94. Christ, I was only 6. Sean St Ledger, is he still without a club? That would be a great signing. I will get a scout report on him, although his wages might be a little bit high. But Sean St Ledger would be a very good signing if we could bring him in. Mikel Ledgerwood again was at Reading for years, but again I'm not really looking for a centre mid. I take it. Meh. Meh. There's no way you can hide. Fitzhall. No thanks, bruv. Now, we haven't signed anyone yet, bro. We tried to sign 2 players, and Ross Wallace declined the loan offer for us, or to us. Just frustrating. Transfer status. Loan listed. Lloyd Doyley's loan listed. Are you sure, Watford? Sure, McDonald. Meh. Anthony Wordsworth. Loan listed. Think he's worth having a look at? I'm not really. Not really an out-and-out winger, is he? Let's have a look. Let's change it to position. See, now I am tempted to have a look at Jerome Thomas, but I'm not sure about that. Petrasso was the guy that you wanted me to have a look at earlier, or someone did. I'll get a scout report on him, but I'm not sure whether he's going to be good enough. I mean, he might be, but I have to wait and see what they say. Hang on. I don't know why I clicked on his name, but I'm glad I did now. Ruben Ramirez? Nope. Callum McFadzean? Nope. Poppy Joe Taylor? Lol. Cambridge. Oh yeah, we were going to look at James Wilson, weren't we? Ah, how many James Wilsons are there? Lots. Okay. Okay. Wales Thurs. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? No. Oh. Oops. It must be this one. Yeah, there we go. Transfer offer. First team commitments. Suck a duck. Suck a duck. Chuba Akpom. He's already out on loan, isn't he? Chuba Akpom in the first season. I'll have a look. Akpom. Oh no, he's still there, but I'm not sure. Actually, looking at his stats, he's going to be good enough. Not for top end of the Champo. Pablo Sarabia. Pablo Sarabia. Left midfielder at Getafe. Can I afford to scout him? I can. Well, we'll have a look. Sean Scannell. I have never... Is he at Huddersfield still, Sean Scannell? He is. I've never known what to make of him. Because for years he was at Palace. I never knew whether I liked him or didn't like him. And I still don't. Let's have a look at loanee strikers that are available. Yannick Sagbo. He might score goals in the Champo. He might reject us as well, but he might score goals in the Champo. Mayuka. Not sure about Mayuka, I'm afraid. Luciano Becchio, we know, can score goals at this level. He could be good, actually, just as a loanee. They want 50% of his wages, which is fine. No monthly fee, which is fine, end of season. He could be a very, very good addition, Luciano Becchio. Someone that will be fantastic for a rotation squad. Pozo's obviously decent as a youngster, but... Sure. A few people that you're saying just wouldn't be available. People like Dwight Gale, he's going to be first team. He's going to be first team at Palace, so I wouldn't stand a chance. If I can get Becchio in on loan, then I'd be happy with Assombalonga, Blackstock, Fryer and Becchio. They're just not going to accept the Jack Grealish thing, are they? Okay. Craig Gardner would be a useful signing. Okay. Scott McDonald would be a good signing. I mean, I could offer him a trial, perhaps. Offer trial. Offer him a 4-week trial. Sean St. Ledger, not a worthwhile signing, really? Are you sure? Are you actually sure? Well, I never... So I would have looked at Sean St. Ledger and said he would have been... okay as a squadron player. No interest in joining. Jerome Thomas, fine. Not a worthwhile signing for Liam Craig. If you say so. You say so. Sarabia. This is the guy that you guys suggested, isn't it? Matches a new signing philosophy. Has a basic understanding of the language. Oh. Well, I'll look to loan him then. First team commitments for the club. Okay. Not going to get Pablo. Sagbo report. No interest in joining us. Fine, screw you. Ramirez doesn't want to speak to PSG. And looks like Valencia are selling Gaia and Parejo. Oh, Maiga. That's a good shout. This is from the trialist games. Not a worthwhile, not a worthwhile. Potential, though. Potential ability. Oh, no, see, why is this potential... oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong person, that's why. Potential ability is quite high, but... I just don't know what to do with myself. Esteban Lopez. No. So, Ramirez dismisses transfer talks and then in the same day says, yeah, okay, I'll go to PSG. But had the offer accepted for Becchio. We'll see if he comes in. We'll see if he accepts the loan offer. We have a friendly today, I think, although I'm not sure. Do we? Yes, today at 3 o'clock, Newport away. Blues defeated. Oh, Cambridge won. We won 4-2. Oh, good. Nice work, lads. Sombalonga, Andy Reid, Matty Fry, Dexter Blastock. So still, all of our strikers still seem to be scoring. After a meeting with informed you that while they agree in principle, after an extensive search, we're able to find a suitable club to form a link. Oh. Did they just sack me off and be like, yeah, okay, we'll go look for one, and then be like, oh, sorry, we looked and we couldn't find one? I think they're trying to have me on there. We'll leave the picture as it is. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be overly annoyed if Ramirez left Chelsea. Now, would Harry Kane be available on loan? No. No, he would not. What else is that question then? Oh yeah, we did. We said we were going to have a look at Waiga, didn't we? Ah, Luciano Becchio. Luciano Becchio's coming in, boys. That is a good signing. I know he's 30, but he will score goals at this level. He will be a good squad player. That's a good first signing. I'm pleased with that. Fans' reaction is good as well. 50%. That's decent then, at least. Assistant report, good player. Right, that's good. So we now have 4 strikers plus Mikel Antonio who can play up top. So I'm pleased with that. Now we just want the left wing, although we'll have a quick look at Maiga. Just out of curiosity now. Mabida Maiga. He's at Metz on loan from West Ham. That's where he is. Oh, Rami lives near you, does he? Rambo. Bonazzoli. No, he's not available. Bonazzoli. Which Bonazzoli? Oh. Federico Emiliano. It was double Z. Who was it that said Bonazzoli? Blade Hell 879. Which Bonazzoli? I need a left mid, classical Jambo. That's where I'm looking for a position now, is left mid. I won't be able to ask for funds just yet. We could maybe ask for more money in January. But to just join the club and be like, I want more money immediately is a bit... I don't want to get on the wrong footing with the board this early on. Oh yeah, Rambo's a really nice guy. Off the pitch. But the past 18 months or so, since Jose came in, he's gotten to be a rather nasty player on the pitch. I'll wait to see what Blade Hell... We have Federico. Okay, Federico. I can't see. Can I scout him? I can. Well, we'll scout him. And we'll see what they say. Though he is very young. He's just gone... He's just signed for Sampdoria and then they've loaned him back to Inter. That's strange. Solly March is a good shout at Brighton. Solly March. It was good in principle. I'm not sure. I'll get a scout report. Because I wish I had a larger transfer budget. I really do. We've got a striker in now, which is good. It's fine. I mean, he would be better than anyone else we've got, apparently. No interest in joining our club. No interest, no interest, no interest. Well, I can offer for him, and if he says no, he says no. If he says no, then he says no. But if he says yes, then hooray. Jermaine Pennant's a good shout. I'll have a look at Jermaine Pennant. Bonazzoli report. I'm not so sure. Not so sure. Solly March. Keep an close eye on his development. Midfielder left. Ah, no. Ah, no. Elizabeth. Ah, no. Background meeting. Okay, that's fine. Stick to the left side of the pitch when dribbling. Not so sure. Encouraged to start placing his shots. Not so sure. Scout Italy if you want. You want an extra scout, do you? Wally Downs. Level of discipline 18. Defensive 15. Working with youngsters 15. Jonathan Hill. Steve Weaver. Steve Weaver. Alan Hill is a scout. Okay, man management. Scout reckons that Wally Downs would be a great coaching addition. Tactical knowledge 13. Fine. If you think so. You're not going to get £1.5 grand a week out of me though, buddy. Oh, buddy boy. Not going to happen, fam. You either sign this contract or you leave. Goodbye. Cliff Roberts. He's 69, bruv. Nah, his stats aren't that good, any. Bernard Payton, 13-13, 14-14. Nope. Dismiss. Medical department. David Wales. Physiotherapy, 19. Yeah. But why is my scout recommending me these people? I mean... I've got one physio at the minute, so I mean I could... Not giving you that, mate. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Change squad status. Back up to the first team. Recommends changing your status to important first team player. No, we don't want to give him a false sense of... no, my assistant is going to do that. Tutoring. Ben Osborne. Andy Reid, Ben Osborne. Yeah, actually, I could see that. Yay, good. There we go. That's that done. Offers made for McDonald. Oh, it's not Scott McDonald. I thought it was Scott McDonald. Crystal Palace have accepted the loan offer. Thought they might. Lopez. Adrian Lopez. Centre back. I don't need a centre back. I've got plenty of centre backs. But you do look decent, though. I will get a scout report. I cannot get a scout report. Got plenty of centre-backs. Don't need one. Maybe next season. Maybe next season. Scott McDonald's going to Peterborough. He rejected the offer from Nottingham Forest. Fine. Get a Borough if you want. Bollocks to you. Get relegated with a scum. Fucking Peterborough. Scum. I don't stream in high quality right now, Mackie, because the channel isn't partnered with Twitch. People can't select what quality they view in, so I have to stream in a lower quality so that more people can watch it. When I get the channel partnered, I can stream in a much higher quality, and then everybody will be able to select at what quality they view in. So I can stream at 1080p. And obviously, if people want to watch in 480p, they can do. But right now, you can only watch in the same quality as I'm streaming at. So I have to lower the bitrate so that more people can watch it. Otherwise, some people whose internet isn't quite as good, which mine used to be before we moved to this house. He's rejected it. Fine, bollocks to you. Squad bonuses. I can't select high for either. So we'll go with normal. We are 25 to 1. 25 to 1. Take 25 to 1, I guess. Right, we were going to look at Jermaine Pennant. He is out of contract right now. Get scout report. Hello, Jermaine. Good shout. Good shout, fam. Gareth McCleary. Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, there's... Sure you spelt that right, bro? Oh, McGareth. Oh, Gareth McCaffrey. Barrow from Swansea. Barrow from Swansea. Ah, oh, McCleary, yes. No, now you've said Reading play, it does. Is it Madou? It is. Okay, it's scout report. Although he can't play left mid, but if we play a 4-2-3-1, then he'll be alright. We'll have a look. What nationality is that? Gambia. Ooh. I'm not going to sign bloody Joey Barton. Not a chance, son. Patrick Roberts. Since you asked so nicely, Otto. Patrick Roberts. At Fulham. He's good physical stats, good agility as well, but I'm not so sure about his technicals. I'd love his crossing to be a little bit higher. Dribbling's good. But I'm not too sure about him, bro. Kazenga Luwa. Kazenga. Let's search Kazenga. Oh, it's just there's no space. Kazenga Luwa. See again. Oh, I wish those technicals were a little bit higher. Jordan Ibe's not good enough, guys. Unfortunately, I looked at Grealish, Lincoln City FC, and they wanted £100 a month as a loan fee, and I couldn't afford it, unfortunately. Alan Judge. Which Alan Judge? Oh, this Alan Judge. All right, Treacle. Hello, buddy. I would be extremely interested in bringing him in. Daniel North. Who's Daniel North? Is it Danielle or Danielle? Ah. There is no results for North. Daniel North. There's Dennis North. But he's head of youth development at Woking, so I'm not really too sure what you're on about, bro. What stats am I looking for? Well, considering we're a championship side and top half, if not top 6 championship side, I kind of want when it comes to the technical side, I'd love players that are kind of 12 and upwards, really. So obviously we want players that are going to help us go get promoted, not players that are just going to help us finish mid-table. I'd never get Johnny Russell. I'd never get him. Because he's at Derby, obviously. And Derby Forest maybe don't get along that well. Jonathan Williams. Is it Jonathan or Jonathan? It might be Jonathan. Jonathan Williams. Johnny Williams, there we go. Wide player at Palace. I'll scout him. There's no harm in scouting him. He's more of a centre mid than a wide player, but I mean, there's no harm in having a look. I'd never get Mo Salah, bro. Mitchell Weiss, is he the guy? Is he the guy at Bayern? Yeah, he is. I thought he was, you know. I thought he was. I'll get a scout report, but I think he might be too heavily involved in the first team. Martin Odegaard. Well, we'll have a look at Martin Odegaard, shall we? Martin Odegaard. Real Madrid under 19s. Can I have a loan, please? Oh, no. I was not allowed to loan. I don't know why. That sucks. Manu. Oh, why does Manu ring a bell? What's his first name? What's Manu's first name? Gonna get all the Emmanuels now, aren't I? Manu. No, Jose Manuel's. I'm never going to be able to find him in this. You have to give me Manu's first name, I'm afraid, bro. El Ghazi. See, he's going to be first team, though, isn't he? Oh. He's going to be first team at Ajax, though, isn't he, really? First team commitments. Never. Don't stand a chance. Elvis Manu. There we go. Elvis Manu. No results, I'm afraid. Elvis. Is he one of these? Is he any of those? We're scouting Modu Barrow, Morgan. Don't worry. Dybala. Hal Robson Carney might be an idea. Hal Robson Carney. Can Has please on loan? No. Okay. It's so frustrating that we've only got 200 grand as a transfer budget. Otherwise we could be so much more adventurous. Scott Sinclair, I could. Is that Villa? Oh, he's loaned from Man City, so I wouldn't be able to loan him again, I don't think. Nope, transfer is not possible. Not possible. Balassi would be first team, unfortunately. Elvis Manu is a Feyenoord player. Well, let's have a look at Feyenoord, shall we? Players. Hello, Elvis Manu. Are you anywhere? How old is Manu? Is he a kid? I can't really look at anyone at the minute. Nope. No Elvis Manu, I'm afraid. Not even anyone close to resembling an Elvis Manu either. Hi, Brian. You're right. He looks pretty good. Bocius, Jean-Paul Bocius. Would he be available on loan? Although he's very specific to attacking midfield right, which sucks. Halilovic I'm not really interested in. Julian Brandt actually could be a good shout. Leverkusen. We could see if he's available to scout. Loan offer, first team commitments, that sucks, because he would be brilliant. Brooklyn Beckham, lol. Joshua Gatt, why does that name ring a bell? Not too sure why it rings a bell, because apparently it doesn't exist. Gatt. No, Joshua Gatt. Nothing, my friend. Moses Odebajo. Why does that name rings a bell as well? Moses Odebajo. He's right-sided. I need a left-sided player, not a right-sided, unfortunately. Joel Campbell's already out on loan, isn't he, at Villarreal? Moussa Dembele, you mean the one from... No, because he's going to be first team at Fulham, isn't he, really? He's going to be first team. It's not really what I'm after either, to be honest. Will Buckley's a good shout. Maybe. No, he's at Sunderland. I'll scout him, but he's probably going to be unavailable due to his first team commitments. Dom Dwyer's a good shout. But he's a striker, isn't he? Yeah, I don't need a striker, bro. I don't need striker. I need a left-sided midfielder. Michael Brighton, maybe. Would he be available for loan, though? First team commitments. That's the thing. Joshua Gat plays for Genk or Ghent, one of the two. I couldn't find him on the game, I'm afraid. Mavrias is a good shout. Another. He's out. He's already gone out on loan to Panathinaikos. Oh, he's gone back on loan because of the bid. Okay, that's fair enough. Study bus. Kishner would be unavailable as well because of first team commitments, I would presume. Cardiff Kishner. Not allowing, willing to. Okay, well, let me just get a scout report on him just to see what he looks like. Because he's got 5-star skills after all. Not cut. What do you mean? Not cut. Will Millsy Mills. Brian Ruiz would be too expensive, I'm afraid. Yeah, Anthony Knockhart. Johnny Hayes on the left wing. Come on, Ches, you can type. Johnny Hayes. Might be worth a scout. Might be worth a scout. We'll have a look at him, see what they say. See what they say. Saidi, he's at Stoke though, isn't he? Oh no, he's at Al Ali. He's at Al Ali. Not a chance. I've already got Chris Burke. You say Burke? I've already got him, bruv. Here he is. Hello. Mr. Penno against Watford. Don't know who you're on about, bro. You know Kane's a central midfielder though, isn't he, Jack Wise? Where does Gnabry play? Isn't he a midfielder as well? Centre mid. Oh no, he can play out wide, but 6 to 9 crossing, not really what I'm after, to be honest. Mackay Stevens only just gone to Celtic, so he's going to be unavailable. Unfortunately. Here we go, we've got loads of scout reports. Jermaine Pennant. Avoid signing, too many doubts about this player, really? Like, really? No intention of joining our club at this time. Really? Why would you not want to join me? You've just been let go by Stoke, where you've not played for 2 years. My client isn't interested in joining your club, so these discussions to get anywhere, you are going to need to make my client an amazing offer. Fine. Bollocks to you. Barrow. Player currently has no interest in joining. Why not? Why not? First team commitments. Couldn't get him anyway. Okay. Judge. No interest in signing Alan Judge, apparently. Well. Fine. Johnny Williams. No interest in signing. Why not? We're Nottingham Forest. It's not as if we're some dead club at the bottom of the Championship. We are Nottingham Forest. First team commitments. Visa. Loan offer. Not willing to let him leave on loan at this current time. Okay. Linson. No interest in joining us. Unsurprising. First in commitments. Bocious. Keeping a close eye on his development. Well, I'd rather keep a closer first in commitments. Buckley, no interest in joining. Will Buckley. Wait for it, first in commitments. Kisna. Hello, Ricardo. Kisna. They said they weren't interested in allowing him to leave on loan. No. Hayes, Johnny Hayes, probably asked between 325,000 and a mil. Would be a good signing, apparently. Okay, scout report. No interest in joining our club on loan, which sucks because that's probably where I need him to be. He's on loan. Because I can't afford to pay for him. First in commitments. I can't afford to buy him because I've only got 200 grand. Chelsea signed Parejo. So they signed Parejo and they've signed Gaia from Valencia so far this season. Auto number. Well, look, if Chris Burke wants number 7, then give him number 7. And if Matty Fright wants number 12, give him number 12. If Mikel Antonio wants 28, give him 28. Stupid game. Stupid game. Guys, 11:15 already. When the hell did that happen? 2 hours have just gone. See ya. We win 4-0 against Mansfield. Matty Fright at Sunderland is still scoring goals, and Nahor got a goal as well. Wilfred Nahor. Looks decent as a youngster. Squad numbers announced. Yep. Training camp ends. Inters Alborno. Cool. Scout him, I guess. No harm in it. Ow. Sammy Amiobi wouldn't be available, would he? Oh, Alborno looks terrible. Sammy Amiobi. Sammy Amiobi. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Hello. Oh, they want a monthly fee of 76 grand. No thanks. Not paying that. You want 100% of his wages as well. I'll pay his full wages, but I'm giving you extra money as well. Rejected it. Fine. Piss off. Adama Traore. Which Adama? Oh, I was looking at Adama Traore. Adama Traore. Not for me, bruv. I need a left-sided midfielder. Left. To the left, to the left. Although as you're looking, to the left, to the left. Jota from the Bees, also known as Brentford. Hello. Nope. Oh god, I wish I had more money to spend. I wish I had more money to spend. I might just delve into some of the Premier League's youth teams and see if they've got anyone I might be able to nab on loan. Players in last year of contract, sick. Well, Robert Tesh will trigger the extension. Lewis Lang trigger the extension. We'll just trigger extension for all of them, really. Right. Greg Halford. He can play everywhere, so I want to keep him if I can. So we will offer him a contract. Well, he does want to discuss terms, which is good. He's on 14 and he wants 17. I'm not too sure about giving you 17 grand a month, mate. You can have 13. 16.25. coming down. He is coming down. Ha! Long. I got him to sign for less than he's already on. Good lad. That's what we like. Danny Collins. I'm not sure about you, bruv. We can probably let you go. Sorry, buddy. Dan Harding. Again, not sure. See, could he do a job? Could he do a job at left mid? Apparently not. He might be a good squad player to keep hold of, though. He's out on loan anyway at the minute. Lewis Lang, we triggered the extension for. Oliver Burke. He's on £80 a week. We want 750. I'm not so sure. Not so sure at all. How's £600 a week sound? Actually, no. How's 425? 470. Lol. That was easy enough. Milner Hall. Not. Oh, I don't know. I don't know because he is okay, but he's 18. I'll let my surely my assistant manager should. My assistant manager should deal with all of the youngsters' contracts, though, shouldn't he? I will just quickly check in my staff responsibilities. Contract renewals. First thing, yeah, me. Youth team players' contracts to extend and handles negotiations. Gary Brazil. So I shouldn't have to. Deal with those things. Right, we still want a left-sided midfielder. Look out, Kiz has arrived. As I'm probably about to end, considering it's 10 to 11. And there's Unai. Who is that? Don't know. And there's Unai. Striker, not keen. Don't want a striker, but I want a left-sided midfield. Oi, oi! Chris Long from Everton. Chris Long. Striker, although I will have a look at Everton's under-21s because I know there are some decent players in here. What left-sided midfielder? Luke Garbutt. Why did we not think of Luke Garbutt before? Why did we not think of Luke Garbutt before? My brain just exploded everywhere. We just beat Guadalajara 3-0 as well. Luciano Becchio getting on the score sheet. Good. Nice to see him settling in well. Just like Steve Elliott. Wow. Go on, Cambridge. Go on, Cambridge. Silly Kai Kai. Hey, buddy. Jordan Slew. Rapido. Gorgon. Zola. He does look decent, actually. I'll give him that, but not in the positions where I'd need him. No, but Luke Garbutt can play left mid. Look, I'll show you. Luke Garbutt can play left mid. And look at those stats. 18 to 20 crossing. His ball delivery is exquisite. I could play him up at anywhere along here. He'd be fantastic. I wouldn't play him at left back. I'd play him at left mid. Oh, please. Please say yes, Luke. Please say yes. Please say yes. Oh, I thought when I saw the must respond, I thought that was going to be Luke saying yes. It isn't. Captains. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Come on. Come on, 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 come on. Greg Halver's signed a new contract. That's good. Come on. I want to bring Luke Garbutt in before the Blackpool game. Oh, we drew 1-1 with Sheffield United, apparently. Luciano Becchio scored again, which is good. Yes! Rah! That is sick. That is a fantastic loan signing. Look at those stats, man. He's so good. He's so good. Yes, 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 yes. Diddle-diddle-diddle. Diddle-diddle-diddle. Most vulnerable to place to facing 4-2-4 wide. Are you sure? Scout to the Sky Bet Championship. Right, I think I'm going to save game. Considering it's now 5-11, I think we're done for tonight. We've got off to a really, really good start here at Forest. We brought in Luciano Becchio and we've brought in Luke Garbutt. Two fantastic loan signings to build on what we've already got. And tomorrow, we will start the season proper. I'm actually quite excited for this this Forest save. Actually quite excited. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Fingers crossed you have done. Thank you for all the suggestions in the comments. We will continue that tomorrow as well to try and bring in some more players if we need them. But that is going to bring the stream to a close. Sorry that I know some of you have just joined like his, but you're too late, son. You're too late. It's 11 o'clock. Mans needs to go and get some recording done. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, of course, at 8:45 p.m. Follow me on Twitter if you want to. I'll put my Twitter in there. And follow me or subscribe to me on YouTube as well if you don't already, although I presume a lot of you already do. So, of course, there'll be FIFA content going up. But, yes, that's going to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Really excited about getting this Notts Forest thing underway tomorrow. But for now, that's all from me. Goodbye.